Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called Things Are Looking Up by R5. And it's basically one main chord progression. We get things mixed up a little bit in the bridge, but we start on the G major chord. Normally you do this first finger on the A second, second finger on the low E third, third finger on the high E third. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord and it sounds really happy. Now you may also dig on putting the third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, kind of working that for your G major. Or if you're digging on bar chords, you could do this as kind of a third fret bar, and this can make some of the rhythm stuff a little bit more interesting to use this chord. But then second finger on the G fourth, third finger on the A fifth, pinky on the D fifth, kind of work that for your G major. Or you may dig on a G5 if you want to just kind of back this up and kind of rock it out. So you'd have third fret on the low E, fifth fret on the A string for kind of a G5 power chord. And then from the G, we'd be going to a C major chord. And normally you do this first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the D second, third finger on the A third. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, the beautiful sound of the C major. Now you may also dig on kind of lifting off the first finger, making that a C major 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the B third and make it a C major 9 and kind of say some stuff around the C. Or another way to play C major 9 is to do first finger on the D second, second finger on the A third, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. That might kind of make that G to C change a little bit easier. I already have 3 and 4 kind of planted there. Or if you're digging on the bar chords, you could do this as a third fret bar, third finger over the D, G, and B, kind of work that for your C major. Or you can work just the C5 power chord, doing the A string on the third, third finger on the D fifth, kind of working that for the C. And then from the C, we go to an E minor chord. And normally you do this first finger on the A second, second finger on the D second, and if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord and it sounds really sad. You may also dig on adding in the third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, kind of working an E minor 7. Or if you're digging on the power chords, you could do an E5 by doing E and A kind of on that chord, or by going 7th fret on the A, 9th fret on the D with the open E, E5. Or you may dig on the bar chords, doing 7th fret, second finger on the, for the bar, second finger on the 8 on the B, third finger on the D9, pinky on the G9, and everything E minor. Or you could lift off the pinky and make that an E minor 7. Very hip too. And then from the E minor, we'd be going to a D major chord. And normally you do this first finger on the G second, second finger on the high E second, third finger on the B third. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord and it sounds really happy. And you may also dig on lifting off the second finger, always a dangerous finger to lift, to make a D sus2. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E third for a D suspended chord and kind of say some stuff around the D. Or if you want to rock it out, you can do a D5 power chord by doing 5th on the A, 7 on the D, kind of working just those 2 notes. Or if you're digging on the bar chord, you could do your 5th fret bar, third finger over the D, G, and B, and kind of work that for your D major and C shape we talked about earlier. Now there's a couple different rhythm options actually through the tune. You could kind of work kind of an 8 down count on each chord. Kind of G, C, and I'm adding a little bit of muting to that to kind of make that a little sneaky with the right hand. Kind of a cool way to warm up, kind of G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, C, E minor, D, or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the G and just tried that a lot. You have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 down. So we tried that through that main progression. We have the G, C, E minor, D, which could kind of work at a really slow pace. Actually, down, down, up, down, and C, E minor, D. Or if you're pretty quick with that pattern, you can kind of work it in there twice. Actually, kind of G, da, 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 G. Or you could use something called a 16th note strum pattern. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns, and what I mean by that, if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into 2 parts that are down, down, up, up, down, up. Kind of 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where we divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. what I mean by that is if you take the G and do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. Then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you go down, down, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, 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 down. So all together, you got G, down, 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 C, down. Oh, well, yeah, let's just keep it on the G chord. G, down, down, up, down, 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 G, down, down, up, down, 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 G, down, down, up, down, down, down. So we tried that through the progression. We got the G, C, E minor, B, G, C, E minor, D. Big on that. Or what I think really kind of matches the tune really well is a different 16th note strum pattern, and it goes down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And what I mean by that is if on the first beat you do it down on 1, up on 4, you'd be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Then on the second beat you do the up on 2, down on 3. It's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. Then on the third beat you do it up on 2, up on 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, 1, up, 1, up. And then on the last beat you keep the down, up, kind of for the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all together, you got down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. And what can be kind of cool is to even try and kind of kill the strings in between. So what am I doing? I'm going down, up, kill it, down, up, kill it, down. Wow, what am I doing? Yeah, it is a really subtle thing, but like up on the ups, you can almost kind of throw your right hand at the strings. So it's kind of, so it makes all the ups kind of a up, kill it, down. So this is really advanced, I guess, but down, up, down, up, down, kill it, or wait, wow, let's see, down, up, kill it, down, up, kill it, down, wow, that's tricky. Up, down, up, down, down, up, kill it, down, up, kill it, down, yeah, that was it right there. The idea is on those down, up, you're going down, up, kill it, That's random. Just gonna kind of try it. So we tried that through our progression, then we have the G, C, E minor, times, and on the last D, actually, like, for the verse, you may want to hit, there's some places where you just might want to just hit a big D and kind of work it as a down idea. And then we'll basically go into that same progression for our chorus, but at the end of the chorus is you'll hear kind of an extra G at the very end of the chorus, like a chorus tag. So kind of the G, C, minor, or you can even take all these ideas and kind of mix them up too. It'd be very cool to kind of work them off. Chorus, thing I think about adding to the song though is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, you throw in a bass for the chord. So on the G you'd have low E for the bass, the C you'd have the A for the bass, the E minor you'd have low E for the bass, and on the D you'd have the D for the bass. So you have kind of the G with bass, down, up, C, E minor. So you work that on really at a really slow pace. Or if you're really quick enough, then you can kind of get that twice on each chord. G, C, E minor. And on that next verse, we kind of do it twice, then we kind of have another big down hit. Or if you're digging on the basses for the 16th pattern, you could work it as a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or a bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or a bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down, up. Or if you're doing it on the other 16th, you could work it as a bass, up, bass, up, down, up, down. So you can mix it up any of those ways. So we got the G, C, minor, D, kind of hit a big G at the end of that second chorus, and then we go into our bridge part. And we basically kind of mix things up. Actually, it's mainly a G and a C chord, but you hear some cool little melody stuff in the background through this, where you could go third on the high E, third on the B, open B, and then open B, second on the G, and then open G. And I may just be imagining that actually, but I think that's a cool way to kind of work it. 3 3 0 0 2 0 3 3 0 2 0 is kind of that little melody. G D B B A G if I'm not imagining that. Or you could work that idea around the chords. And on some of these actually through the bridge it kind of starts on a G chord, and we do some more G. Oh, and then we do some more G, and then we go to the C. And randomly you could even work that C major 7, just kind of 1 and 2 actually would be a cool voicing for that, to kind of work that lick in. And then we go back to the G, more G, and then there's kind of a break where you may want to kind of stop and then kind of pick it up on the C chord at the very, very end. And I'm just doing the downs actually. That might be an easy way to kind of try and get those melody notes to work. So I'm mainly covering the G with 1 and 2, the C with 1 and just first finger, second finger. So this is a little weird. To kind of build up some energy at the very end. And you may want to let that ride. I don't know. I almost think G G C C G G C C if I was playing it out. I might not even do the break actually. Or you could work one of the 16th patterns, kind of that G. Thing to work is trying to kind of work that melody around it. And you may want to start with just the downs, actually, just kind of that idea. 3 3 0 0 2 0 3 3 0, and I am using that first finger for those second on the G string notes. 3 0 0 2 0 3 3 0 2 0 3 3 0 2 0. So it might be kind of a cool thing to kind of try too. And then from there, we go into our last chorus. So back to our G. these chords too. You know, feel free to take this lesson and kind of run with it any way you want to. There's lots of ways to kind of mix it up and make it a little bit your own too. And at the very end, we kind of have this big G hit. We may want to kind of, you know, down, up, down, up, down, kill it. Kind of an idea. So kind of ending that's the other 16th pattern early. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Things Looking Up by R5. So good luck.